Hello, hello. Sir David the Bard, coming to you out of Kangaroo City, down here in Australia. Looking out the window, watching the kangaroo herds just go by the window, going, hi Bard. I go, hi guys, hi guys, and gals. Listen, I wanted to do a video on the Mormon rock. I can't get this rock out of my mind, okay? Someone said, and I agree, if the rock doesn't drive you out of the church, nothing will. Nothing will. You're hopeless. You're hopeless. I had a couple of comments. One lady said that, and I think she's right. I think she's right, that years ago the improvement error showed the rock. The rock. And it was flat and it had holes in it. This one, she says, looks like a petrified bull testicle. How can I argue with that? Not that I know, not that nothing wrong with that, but I don't know what a petrified. I don't even know what a bull testicle looks like. Shut the door, babe. Thanks. So anyway, I wanted to go on with my interpretation of the rock. Okay. Now the discussion is open as to, is it the right rock? God, it's not whether the Mormon Church is true. Everyone knows it's a cult and it's false. But they want to know what the real rock looks like. Can you actually not feel silly and be a Mormon? I have a friend, Shane. I won't give you his last name, but Shane watches now and then, and it pisses him off. I had a Shane, real close friend, for years, 10 years ago. He was a very close friend, like a brother. And then when I left the church, he said, David, the what? What was your last name? All I did was just not go to his church anymore, and suddenly I'm in the, the outer darkness. So anyway, after the rock came out, I called Shane 3 times yesterday. It's Shane! Is the rock worth losing a good friendship over? I call him again. Shane! I don't care about the rock. Call me. I need a friend. Shane! Son of a bitch. Never called me. He can't humble himself. He just can't. He's a polygamist, and he doesn't have an extra wife. Are you a polygamist? Aren't you? I thought you had to have more wives. I don't know. Are you a polygamist if you just believe in it? Well, anyway, polygamy is not against the law anymore. There's no secrets. Polygamists are not special people anymore, and they don't have to hang together to protect each other, but it's the kind of personalities they are. And goddamn, if the rock don't do it, If the rock and Joseph Smith, being false, don't crush a religion, I don't know what will. I don't know what will. There's some people that are really that handicapped. Now, this leads me to my next subject. Fuck the rock. I'll get my rocks off on the next subject here. I've noticed, like I said, I'm about 70, and I keep learning every day, whether I want to or not. There are people that I've tried to help over a lifetime that just kind of need a break or need a leg up or just need someone to, put them under their wing and guide them or give them some good advice or to help them with money and other assets and things. Anyway, I have always believed until this month that if you just give people a little help, they'll find their bootstraps and pull themselves up. I've wanted to believe that my whole life. I've wanted to, just like the Mormon Church, I wanted it to be true. I was a perfect Mormon. Perfect Mormon. I didn't fail. The organization failed. It wasn't true. I wore enough of my garments. I paid enough tithing. I had enough faith. I went to BYU. I was a temple worker. I had 4 years graduation from seminary. And I had faith and I prayed and I prayed. I did everything. It failed. The organization failed. Not me. I was a perfect Mormon. Anyway, Anyway, I thought that everybody could work, could think, could improve themselves from their status and status in this life. I've learned they can't. And it saddens me. It saddens me. There are some people, and I hate to say a percentage, but I'm going to say about 15, maybe more, 25% of the people that are born, they're not much smarter than a dog. And you give a dog a $5 bill, he won't go to PetSmart and buy food. He'll just chew on the $5 bill, and you go, hey, shit for brains. I hate to say it, but there's some people that aren't worth shit. They're not really human. They just happen to come through a human genome, but they're dumb as a rock. And see, I'm back to the rock. Dumb as a rock. That's funny. If you don't think that's funny, you need to get out of here. God dang. So anyway, I've come to the conclusion, I've tried to help some people, and like I said, if you give them $10 rather than going and buying some inventory that they can sell for $20 or $30, they'll chew on the $10 bill. I didn't want to believe that about humans. I wanted to believe humans were kind of special on the earth, and that, I don't know. I don't think we have a divine destiny, but I thought we had some kind of a destiny. So anyway, not every person can graduate from high school. They're just too fucking dumb. They got too many emotional problems. I thought, because I've worked with people my whole life, that with enough support and enough help and enough encouragement and assets, that you could turn every human being into a productive creature. 70 years old, I found out you can't. Some of them are just trash. They were born trash, they die trash. I hate to say it. It doesn't come from a religion or a belief system. It comes from experience. It comes from experience. I've dealt with a lot of people over a long period of time. I have degrees in people, and I certainly have studied and read about people. There are some people, I don't care, you can't train them. There's just some people you can do rote over and over and over 1,000,000 times. Then you turn them loose on their own, the first thing they do is screw up. And you'll say to them, didn't I tell you that 1,000,000 times? Why didn't you do it? I don't know. Well, I do. They're stupid. The intelligence level of human beings is so scattered, varied, and paradoxical that I'm shocked. I knew I was in a group of losers, but I didn't know how much of a loser many of them are. Certain things, like algebra. If you get me an algebra book and I sit and look at it, I'll be as dumb in algebra in the eternities and tell me that you need 15 pieces, 15 by 16 triangles. Do I have enough there? I have a little hard time with those kinds of mathematics. Now, that doesn't make me a worthless person. One area. I do basic math very good. I can calculate very good basic math in my head. But as soon as you start to mix the numbers and the letters together, I go, holy shit, someone made a mistake. Those are alphabet. Those are numbers. What are they doing in the same bowl? It makes no sense to me. But I know that it's me. The only class I flunked at BYU other than lifting the cheerleaders with no panties on. They threw me out of that class. I tried to re-register, but anyway, I flunked algebra at BYU. I had the books, I had the tutors, I had the BYU cheerleaders jumping up and down on me, begging me to pass. I couldn't pass. I just could. I don't understand. Well, so the difference that I'm explaining, I hope, none of us are going to be superstars in every category. But if you're not a superstar in one category, you're shit. You're just shit. No reason for you to be born. No reason to even be here. I learned this. I told you I have an autistic son, Aaron. And Aaron now is, I guess, mid-20s. There's just some things that Aaron can't do, and most of it is life. He can read a little bit, and he can do a little bit of math, but he's really handicapped. I don't care how much money you pour on him. I don't care how many classes you put him in. His IQ is 52. It's going to stay at 52. You're not going to push that IQ up. I tried. Can't be done. So with sadness, I will say that there are some humans that are subhuman. Some humans are subhuman. And what I mean by that is they're not good at anything. They're not good at anything. No matter how hard you try, no matter how sincere I am to lift the burdens of other people, some people just shoot themselves in the foot and they burden themselves, and I'll be damned if I'm going to load my whole life up with burdened people. I've really enjoyed helping people who have gone off and done well. Gone off and done well. Some of my kids, God, my little brother, my little son, Dan, always too short for his class, people making fun of him, and sweetest personality in the world. And he just had regular jobs. He's just kind of a regular guy, paid his taxes, and got 3 beautiful children, my grandchildren. And I never thought Dan would amount to much. He's an intelligent boy, but he's no bright star in the sky. Just, I hate him. He's making $500,000 a year starting this month. Son of a bitch. I should have slapped him more when I had it. I should have beat him up more. God dang. I'm so proud of him. And here's an example of a kid that didn't go to college, didn't get really great grades, wasn't a football star, wasn't a movie star, just an ordinary guy. And he's taking chances and taking chances and uses intelligence and thinks. And now he owns a box truck company, and he moves box trucks in every direction, northeast, south, and west, and he's growing like crazy. And I'm so proud of him and his wife, Paula, who's as sweet as can be. She's from Argentina, just like a daughter. I love both of them. Now, there's a man that pulled himself up by the bootstraps with his wife, and they've created something. I have as many friends that have no status whatsoever. They're too dumb. They make the same mistake over and over and I say to myself, and sometimes to them, didn't you do this before? Did it work before? Why are you doing it now? It might. That's their religion. Jesus might help me this time. Did he help you last time? Did he say he was going to help you this time? Live under the tree. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I finally let loose of my, you want to say bleeding heart? Maybe. That I do have empathy and sympathy for all humans, but they're not even close to being serviceable. Now, my container, I love this. I've thought about this for months. My container is wearing out. I'm inside this container, and goddamn, every day I wake up, I can't remember who I am, where I'm going, what day it is. I'm getting old, and the container's getting old. Things are breaking on the container. I know. Where are my nuts? In the can. Anyway, not every human being is worth salvaging. They're too damaged mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, financially. They may be dumb as the Joseph Smith rock. Now, some fairly recognizable people, Mitt Romney, I don't think Mitt Romney's an idiot. I don't like his politics. I don't like his snubness and his better than thou and I'm going to be a god. If Mitt Romney believes in a rock that talks, now I'm kind of saying, how smart is Mitt Romney? Everyone said, well, is the little Negro guy going to be able to lead the United States without going to war? Well, he's done a pretty damn good job, in my opinion. And he doesn't believe in magic rocks. Voodoo? I don't know if Obama believes in voodoo. But anyway, what I'm saying to you is that if you're so goddamn dumb that you believe a rock can start a church and talk and guide a self-made prophet into translating golden plates which have never been seen before or since translation, and you believe it was magic that an angel took that away, I've got to say, you're a pretty dumb human being. You're a pretty dumb human being. I hope in my life there's nothing like that I believe so strongly that if no matter what evidence you present, I'm going to continue to believe. I'm not that way. If you can present evidence to me that there's something more desirable than a vagina, prove it. I don't think so. But you may be able to come up with, and okay, I don't want those anymore, I want this. It's possible in my life because I look forward to life expanding and knowledge expanding. Those people who are locked onto a rock for 180 years, someone said it was an iPod rock. I'm trying to explain it. That it has no cord, you don't plug it in. And you don't know when it's going to talk. You could be sound asleep in bed, the son of a bitch is over in the hat and starts talking. Bard! Whoa, I'm sleeping. Bard, come and translate. I go, no, I don't want to translate. Bard, get over here. Bounces out of the hat, comes over on the bed. Bard, it's time to translate. How silly can grown men and women be? My wife, Mercy, Mercy, turned missionary for the Mormon Church, hanging by a thread. The rock that she can't take. The rock she can't take. She goes, I feel pretty silly. And you are pretty silly. Get that stupid underwear off, burn it, and pretend that you never made this mistake because it's a huge mistake. You wanted it to be true. I wanted it to be true. It's just not true. And, when they start throwing rocks at us to make us believe, that's kind of a step of deformation. Deformation, desperate. It starts with a D. It's in the D category of the book there, so that's close. So anyway, they're desperate. Millions and millions have resigned as a result. And I don't know, I've got 5 or 8 Mormon friends. None of them pay tithing. None of them go to church. They're embarrassed. They're embarrassed. So I'm going to dress my Allison up in Halloween, a couple of months, as a rock, the Mormon rock. Make her go through the neighborhood. Now, I had a funny experience. I was over in Wyoming a couple of days ago. I flew up there, and Jeffrey, he can't follow a map. He flew me into the middle of Wyoming. I was supposed to be coming into California, but I'm in Wyoming. So I'm driving along in my nice car, my Hyundai. Oh, there's true love. Anyway, I come up behind this great big huge truck, this 18-wheel truck, and it has got a tank on it that, I mean, is really oversized. It's almost 2 lanes. And I look at that tank and I go, God damn, that looks like the Joseph Smith rock, or his mother, or brother, or father. So I pass the rock, and I'm laughing my ass off because I'm telling Mercy, get a picture, get a picture. Idaho has a potato truck. I don't know if you've ever known this or seen it. It's kind of like the Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile in California. I've known that all my life. Well, I'm passing the Idaho special potato truck. It advertises Idaho potatoes, and it's huge. I mean, I've seen some big tanks and shit on a truck, but this has to be one of the biggest I've ever seen. So anyway, at first I thought it was a new rock coming down from Salt Lake. We found the father rock. He's going to testify to the baby rock that Joseph Smith had. This rock adventure has just got me laughing and laughing and laughing. So anyway, maybe you'll see the potato rock. I did. I've seen it on TV as an advertisement, but I never saw it in person. Well, now I've seen it in person. So, you know, if the rock doesn't do it for you, god dang, wear your magic underwear, believe in magic rocks, believe in magic gold plates, and believe that a treasure hunter who was using a seer stone to start with was doing it for Jesus. The Jesus I know, he was doing it for. There was no Jesus. Never has been, never will be, but he makes it up that Jesus told him all this stuff, and you people are dumb enough to believe it. Some humans, they just don't have the intelligence. So, pay me, lay me, ail me. Oh God, hear the words of my mouth 3 times, the true order of prayer. And don't rip my heart out, don't talk my guts out, and don't, I don't know what else were you going to do down there, but don't do it. And health in the navel, marrow in the bone, strength and wings, and sinews, power and increase be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. That's the name of the second token of the Melchizedek priesthood, the patriarchal grip or sure sign of the nails. So anyway, this part is gone.